First time I had to step out of my comfort zone, because this was the first time I had to move 2,000 kilometers far from my family, and I had to leave my friends behind. So in one hand, I felt like very lucky because I was doing something which I really liked. And also I was very lucky because I could very quickly build a community of friends and colleagues, which we could share our struggles and enjoy.
And so I would encourage new students to either get involved in some of the student activities or just to use the time at MICCAI to meet others, because that's really the value of the conference, is really the networking.
You know, what happens in a PhD is you do things and they don't work. That's basically what happens. And you have to learn to deal with that. You spend 6 months on something, and at the end of the day you realize what you have is basically it doesn't work at all. You have to go back to the drawing board, try to reevaluate, try to, you know, pull yourself out of it, because sometimes you get attached, you know.
I would say that it's much more important to be compatible with your PI, with your advisor.
The PhD is a really interesting thing. Really, I mean, like a PhD is really good platform where you are gonna be like the, you know, polish your research skills as well as like the, you know, life skills as well.
And reduce my experience in 3 words: perseverance, patience, and support. So if you want, you can. Nothing is the result of chance.
PhD is more than a solitary work in a corner of a laboratory. It is an insertion into a community of science. You can share with researchers who dedicate their lives to doing science because they believe they can make a contribution to the
we want to be too perfect. We are afraid to make a mistake. And this is kind of inherent in us, and we need somehow to break it. I don't know if it's because of a cultural thing or some other thing, but
it's important to enjoy what you do every day. And if that's the case, then motivation is not so important. You need motivation because, you know, if you're not enjoying what you're doing now, then you need some kind of a fruit hanging in the future which says, you know, because of that I need to.
Another thing that I think would really help bringing this closer to reality would be dropping the big from the big data aspect.
My PhD, and I accomplished a lot of things in a short span of time, and my professor was like supported me a lot. He was like the very kind person.
At the end of my bachelor's studies, I kind of did this course of image processing. And then it was very interesting to see that, you know, I caught something and it's also related somehow to math, and I see it in the image, and it was very exciting.
It was very hard, and also I remember that I submitted my media paper one day before I got my second son. It was very hard.
That as women we must support each other, and that we are not alone in this busy journey.
If I had to give advice to newbies, if we can call it this way, I would give basically the biggest advice is to do their homework. Find domain or a problem that they are very passionate about.
So my advice to early career women scientists is to believe in themselves, and believe that what they do matters for science and society, even if they come from a low-income country. So enjoy the research.
Great supervisor, because she was here when I needed her, and she was actually the first person to really teach me how to do research, and it's kind of because of her that I'm still in the field right now. So yeah, she really inspires me.
I think all of my students are amazing, and so again, watching them grow has been the best part of faculty life.
Don't think that the research stops on your PhD side.